Much talking of, inside the four walls about the ramifications of the game, or is it just about winning this game?
Oh, well, no, I think we're all aware of the ramifications. We can finish as high as second or as low as sixth, and it's the same for a lot of teams this weekend. It's a crazy round. I can't remember. There may have been one in history. I can't remember one though where everything could change so much based on game results this weekend. So it's been, as I've been saying, it's been finals before finals for a few weeks now, and it's even bigger this weekend, the stakes. So it'll be an interesting round of footy, and we get an opportunity to go first.
Do you embrace that, given the high stakes nature, or do you try to do a low key?
Oh, we always go back to, well, what have we got to do? What's the process to try and, get the better of Melbourne? That's what we always go back to. So thinking about the result's not going to get it done. Thinking about what you have to do, minute by minute, is the critical thing in these big games.
So how do you get the better of them? Particularly personally, do you think you can tactically change things to swing the tide after a couple of heavy losses last year?
Yeah, well, they've beaten us the last 3 times, and pretty much from half time in the game that we played them, I think last year in the middle of the year, I'm not sure what round it was, about 12 or something like that, they've had a clear advantage over us, and that's been mostly contested ball. So that's obviously been a big focus of ours, not just this week. We've been working on that now since the last time we played them, to be honest. So, and we have gotten better. So we've got the true test will be tomorrow night as to how much better we've got. But that's the key to the battle. Waste of time talking about everything else. I reckon that's the thing.
Do you feel like this last month? Do you feel like you're in good shape entering this game after the past month?
Yeah, I do feel like that, because I think every team that we've played's had a real purpose coming into the game, whether it be to maintain their spot in the 8 or to get in the 8. So it's been, we've been played in games where teams have thrown everything at us and we've tried to throw everything back at them, and I believe that's great preparation for tomorrow night and what lies ahead. I mean, in some ways we've had the perfect preparation.
We'll talk about the midfield, and Lockie's had another amazing year. What do you, and there's a bit of noise around how he was treated last weekend. What do you expect from Melbourne in terms of the attention he might receive on Friday?
Well, he got tagged last time. We played them, I think Harms did a job on him all night. Some of the tactics there that they used were a bit questionable, but that's up to the umpires to see that, I guess. It's not easy to see it because there's a lot going on around those contested situations, but come hell or high water, whatever happens, Lockie will be on his best game tomorrow night. I thought last week, I know that St Kilda will probably be happy with the job that they did, and Lockie only had 16 touches, but it was the best 16 touch game he's ever had for us, and he was really influential. Had 8 clearances, did a lot of pressure, acts for us, enabled others to get free to win the footy. That we were super pleased with the role that he played last week. It's not always about how much Lockie gets to the ball, it's about what role he plays for the team.
The umps may have missed some of the attention he was getting, but they didn't seem to miss the attention his teammates gave to opposition.
Yeah.
Do you want them protecting him?
Yeah.
But do you have to tidy up that line between protection and...
Yeah, well, we want them protecting each other. It's not just about protecting Lockie, it's about looking after each other, and you've got to be careful. And yeah, we all got disappointed that we gave away free kicks, sort of, retaliation's probably not the right word, but we were the second sort of person involved, and that's what the umpires saw. So we know Lockie's big enough to fight his own battles, or any other of our players who happen to get attention, and we just got to make sure that whatever we do to assist is within the rules.
Is that something you can talk to the AFL about? Or have you? I mean, I know you mentioned it after last week's game.
Oh, look, I think all clubs have a chat to the umpiring department, and just if they're noticing trends in games that perhaps are not in the spirit of the game. So they're really good at that in regards to taking on board some communication. It's really up to them what they do about it. All you could do is make them aware.
So did you talk to them this week?
No, well, I sort of said something in my press conference. I don't know whether anything's been done or not, but anyway. Lockie's not the only bloke. It happens across the competition, and to be fair, we do it to other blokes from other teams as well. But we want the good players playing well at this time of year and not being shut down by tactics that perhaps are outside the rules.
You said it would just come down to contested ball, or that's the area that will probably determine tomorrow, largely determine tomorrow night. You think you've got better? Do you like the mix you've got now? Like Reece came in a month ago. I guess Zorko's back in that mix after a bit of in and out with injury.
Yeah,
you
well,
like that mix
well,
now?
Reece and Zorks and Zach Bailey didn't play in the last time we played against Melbourne, so we're different without doing anything in a sense, just from a personnel perspective. But tactically, we've done a few different things over the last period of time that has seen our contested possession differential rise. So I won't go into the detail of those things, but yes, we've worked pretty hard on that. Whether that be technique stuff or structure stuff, it's been all of those things.
How's Callum and Marcus?
Yeah, so clearly not available this week. Still struggling from the concussions that they got in the Carlton game. And I don't know when they'll be available next. I'm not sure. It just depends on testing and how it progresses.
Yeah, Zorks was with us this morning and he said Marcus, he hasn't really seen around the top of it. Is that serious stuff? Or?
Well, he's not feeling well, so you sort of can't start to do activity until that changes. So right now, Marcus has lost 2 weeks of training, and Cal was running some laps this morning, but that's the first time he's been able to do any sort of physical stuff. So I think our reserves have got a final next week, so hopefully they come good and they can play in that game, but there's no certainty.